What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm in the Prelude here. I already got the clutch pedal set up. You know, I got it adjusted to where I need it, and it shifts fine, and everything's working. The next thing I need to do is put on the cluster, and I have the speedometer and the tach in, but I had previously let my dad use the cluster for like the gauge and for like the gas gauge and the coolant, you know, the temperature gauge. He has a 4th gen Prelude also. If you guys saw the 5th gen sunroof swap, his Prelude that I was working on, his cluster wasn't working and he was doing a little trip in the car, so I had let him use my cluster. He got another cluster for his car that works, and now he gave me my cluster back and I need to put it back in. What I want to go ahead and do is take out the speedometer and the tach, open it all up, clean it up real good. I might be able to change some light bulbs, put in some LEDs. I don't know yet, I haven't opened it up, because on these cars the cluster is one of the main interior pieces that everyone sees. You know, it's a real cool looking piece, and especially for the year of the car, it is ahead of its time. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the speedometer and the tach, and then we'll get to cleaning it all up. Cluster here, and I went ahead and cleaned all the face and everything. You don't really want to take it apart more than this, because there's really no point. There's a lot of wires and stuff. I took it all apart and it's really not worth it. Don't do it. Anyway, so I cleaned this up, wiped it all down, and it looks real nice. You see that? I'm gonna go ahead and throw the face back on. I mean the lands, and had to disconnect one of the wires for the turn signals, and yeah, just gonna go ahead and throw it right back on. I know I didn't show like me cleaning and everything, but I mean it's a lot of moving around and stuff, so I cleaned all inside of here. It gets like real old and nasty, but now it looks nice. See the inside of it. Good, that looks on camera, but that's it. Real clean. And as far as the LEDs for like the turn signal and the high beam, can't do it because the bulbs are actually just kind of like set in, I don't know how to say it, like the clip, but it's basically set in there and you can't take them out or you'll break the bulb. So just go ahead and leave everything as is, and yeah, just reinstall it. Everything's holding up nicely, all the plugs are in, and I tested it out and it still works, so that's all good. Just gotta go ahead and put in the other side of the cluster for the temperature and the gas gauge, and I actually worked on that one and I spent like 5 hours on it, but I didn't record it because I just got so into it, and but I'll show you guys how it looks right now. So here's the gas and the coolant and the clock. Took it all apart, cleaned it up real good, polished up the this blue plastic here with some rubbing compound for that they use on paint, some McGuire's also there. And then for the indicators, I actually got the whole thing out and I put that 3M car bra on it, and that's why it's all shiny like that. It just gives a refreshed look, and I think it looks real nice. Break away from those tears now. Wake gas and the coolant. I'm actually just gonna buff it out real quick with this compound, same compound I used on the actual gauges, ultimate compound. Just go ahead and just do a little bit swirls with it, and then just go ahead and wipe it off. So I actually did all the work and put everything back together. It's pretty simple, especially if you have a 4th gen. And the screws up on top on this plastic piece, there's a couple of them, so you gotta redo all those. This trim comes off, speaker covers just snap back in. There's like, I think 3 screws that hold on the lens, and 1 screw for this little middle piece. As you can see, everything looks real nice. Real clean. I gotta go get some gas for it because last time I started it was kind of bogging out, and as you can see, there is no gas. This is the thing I love about this car, is the dash. It's just crazy looking. Well, I know that video was kind of short compared to my other videos and I didn't do much work, but to be honest, I spent quite a lot of time on those gauges just cleaning them, probably about 9 hours in total. I think it was really worth it. Like I said, one of the main pieces in the 4th gen is the cluster that goes, goes from the driver's side all the way passenger side. So, you gotta make it look good. You're sitting in there looking at them all the time, so why not? For sure want to put some more time and money into this car because I used to drive it a lot back in high school, my junior and my senior year, and after I got the Del Sol, I just kind of never drove it anymore. For sure need to step some things up on there. Want to get it running on the street with no problems. Overall, just have another fun car. I know I have a lot of cars, but I mean, why not? You only need like 1 pair of shoes, but why not have 20 pairs of shoes? These cars aren't really expensive. I enjoy working on these cars, and it's my hobby and my passion. I always have a lot of projects going on, whether it be cars, it be at the house, it be whatever it may be. I'm always into a lot of things. So no matter what, I'm always going to have a lot of something and spend a lot of money in something. Well, alrighty guys, you guys already know what time it is. I'm about to wrap this up. I hope to catch you guys on the next video. And check me out, my Instagram, check out my Snapchat, check out my eBay. I might have some parts you may need. Hope to see you guys on the next video, alright?